At the moment, Mr. Sowore and the other four defendants are still being held at the 4th CID area 10 Gereke Abuja as we speak. There have been underground moves and shenanigan moves by the authorities in Nigeria as of today there are serious allegations that there are attempts to undermine judicial process. The reason being this, and why we agitated about this, is this. The bail application, the ruling on the bail application was adjourned till today. Definite. Now, upon our application, we had requested that Mr. Sowore and the other 4 detainees be remanded at the 4th CID, area 10 Gereke Abuja, for very obvious reasons. While they were there at Kuje, the conditions upon which they were detained were not acceptable to us. Now, this morning, while we were in court, we made attempt, as reaching out to the authorities, to ask that Mr. Sowore be brought to court for him to listen or to hear the conditions upon which his bail would be considered, probably in his favor or in whatever manner the judge decides it. But this morning, we were informed and we were shown copies of documents, signals from the office, first from the office of the DIG, requesting for the case file of Mr. Sowore from the office of the Commissioner of Police of City Abuja. Now, we are told reliably that the case file was transferred from the office of the Commissioner of Police of City Abuja to the office of the DIG yesterday. Now, in service, the moment you request for a case file of a suspect, and the case file was officially transferred to you, it is assumed that you're taking over responsibility in that particular matter. So when I spoke with the Commissioner of Police this morning and the prosecutors and the IPO, they did inform me that the 4th CID has taken over the matter officially. So on that basis, they say they don't have a vehicle to convey Mr. Sowore and the other defendants to court to listen to their bail, to the ruling on their bail application. Now, we took our time to also reach out to the authorities at the 4th CID in asking them that since they've taken over this case file officially from the Commissioner of Police, how would the defendants be brought to court for them to hear their bail applications? And they said it is not in their place, that the case is still not their case, that they are not interested in the case of Mr. Sowore because of the political or charged nature of the particular matter. Now, this morning, they also brought before the courts another signal from the office of the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation, mandating the office of the DPP to take over the case file from the police. Now, it means that the DPP are the persons who are now responsible for prosecuting this particular case. So, although this morning, as early as 9 a.m., we already have police lawyers from the office of the Honorable Commissioner of Police in court ready to listen and hear the bail ruling on Mr. Sowore's application and the other 4 persons. But so far to this morning, there's been nothing from the office of the DPP, and there is no lawyer from his office to represent the government in this particular case, since they've taken over the case in question. But so far, the court has also requested that since the ruling is for the defendants, and since the ruling is since the application was made on their behalf, that it is expedient, it conforms with the law that they be brought to court this morning to listen and hear the order for their bail applications. So the judge has requested that the defendants in this particular matter be brought to court for them to listen to the conditions of bail, or the consideration of their bail application. But so far so good. We are here, and there has been no presence. We are yet to see the defendant in this particular matter, and we are still asking and agitated. But we have been informed, and we have information that there are attempts to do certain things I don't want to disclose at this moment, but we are still here waiting for them to bring Mr. Sowore to here. We have made the application to the court, and the court has made certain observations which we also agree with. That, but of all our worship said, the very vital one that we think we should bring to the fore at this moment is that it is the right of the defendants to hear the ruling, because the application is their application. So if it will not conform to their right of fair hearing and other considerations for the defendants to be detained, taken away. We've had similar experiences in the past where we had a court of competent jurisdiction grant Mr. Sowore bail, and the DSS refused to release him. So I think the judge is also be very, very careful at this stage. And what the judge is saying is bring the defendants to court so they could hear the ruling for their bail application. So and that is what she has asked for. She said she would not going to give any ruling until they bring Mr. Sowore to court. And today being Friday, today is a half day, today is Friday, and she said if they don't bring Mr. Sowore before the hours of 1 p.m., she might be forced to close the court for the day. So I think that will also point to the fact that is the point, or that is the aim of the government, to see that the ruling does not take place in the first place, and that it frustrates the whole proceeding for today. So, but we're still here waiting.
So with these new legal hurdles, what is your next plan? What's your next plan?
Well, we're very optimistic that the authorities will do the needful by bringing Mr. Sowore and the other defendants to court. It is their right to have their day in court. They've filed charges. We have a lot of well, it's the right of the government it's their right to be brought to court. So we're expecting and we're hopeful that they'll be brought to court. But otherwise, if they fail to bring Mr. Sowore and the other defendants to court today, we will meet with our clients and then we'll take the next appropriate course of action.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Marshall.